Hello and welcome to sunnydaystamping.com. I'm Julie Baca and I'm going to show you how to make 3 different types of cards and 3 different ways to decorate your envelope with one bundle, one stamp and die set bundle. It's from the new catalog that just released today. Today it went live and you can purchase everything in it. And it is one of my favorites out of there. It is so versatile and that's what I like. I like that. But today also is when Sale-a-bration starts. This is Stampin' Up's biggest promotion of the year. With every $50 that you purchase, you get to pick some freebie out of this little brochure. And there are stamps in there, pretty papers, die sets, there's so many things in there. So anyway, let's get started. I just have to show you guys these cards close up before we get started because they have some incredible texture going on. So they're really, really simple cards, but man, the texture and the things that are popping up from the card just make them really special. And you can see you don't need that many supplies for this card. You're going to need very vanilla, black, and then I'm using the craft note cards and envelopes. These come in a pack of 20 envelopes and 20 cards for $10, and it even comes with a little box. Let me show you. Even comes with a little box that you can fold up. This is your box will look like a box when it's folded up, but that you can make a whole set and make them into a gift card, a gift box. Then for inks, we're just using Sweet Sorbet and black. So very minimal, but the star of the show and what makes these so awesome is this new Adoring Hearts bundle. So it is a stamp set, which is just gorgeous. Look at all this beautiful handwriting and these wonderful images. But then for the bundle, it comes with an embossing folder and the die set, and these work together, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So first I'm just going to show you the embossing folder on its own, and it'll accommodate a 6x6 piece of paper. This is a really thick embossing folder, so you want to make sure to run the folded edge through your machine first, because otherwise your embossing folder might crack. And so you're going to put it on the base plate with this gray one on top, because that is the 3D embossing folder. Now check this out. It is so gorgeous. Look at all that texture. But now I want to show you what it looks like when you put it through with the die set. So you're going to put the die on the left side, and isn't that brilliant? It's all in one ginormous piece, so you're not having to mess with a bunch of little pieces. I love that. And you can feel when this goes into place, those little hearts are raised up and they're going to hold that in place. And then you put your paper on top and close it up. Now we're going to run that through just like before, but check out what happens. Look. All of these little hearts are cut out and they're embossed. So they've got some awesome texture and they're all cut out, and you get 9 of them. And then look how beautiful this piece is. I mean, I'm going to think of something to do with that because it's got some great embossing on there also. So now we're just going to cut out a couple little more tiny hearts for the cards, but look at all the other things that you can use. Some foliage pieces, these beautiful lacy hearts that are great, and I'll show you how to use these in a card too. So now when you go back to cutting thin die cuts, you're going to want your base plate, your number 2 little thin plate, and then this clear piece. And then you use another number 3 clear plate just for your regular die cutting. So we're going to set all little tiny hearts aside because we're going to use them in our cards, but I just wanted to get them cut ahead of time. This one cuts out an outline of 3 little hearts, but you can also use the little baby ones too. I really love when they put multiple cutouts on one big plate so you're not messing with a lot of different little dies. I love it. So for this card, we're just going to take the foliage wreath heart thing and stamp it towards the top of this piece, and then there are 2 different phrases that fit inside that heart: with all my heart or I adore you. So you can pick which one you want, and this just center it in the center of here, just like that. Now we'll go ahead and stamp something on the inside of our card also. And then go ahead and grab your card base. You can see that they're already scored, and we are going to put a little heart here. We're just going to put this is going to be the back of the card, but I like to stamp it before we put on the rest. And I did that the wrong way. Huh. I've done this before, people. Okay, check out this fix. This is going to be the inside of the card, and it is going to be covered up. My mistake. So now, don't make my mistake. Make sure which direction your card is going to go before you go stamp it on the back. Here we go. There, so much better. I'm going to go ahead and glue this inside in here just so I don't forget to cover up my mistake there. There we go. All right. Now, one thing I didn't do was to really burnish this really well so that this this card doesn't keep popping open as much. Okay, now we're going to glue this piece onto a piece of black. And I have all of the measurements for all these cards over on my website, sunnydaystamping.com. There's a link in the description of this video that'll take you directly over to that blog post. My email subscribers are going to get this print and make project sheet, which has all the measurements and a list of supplies and everything. All this information you can find on my website, but if you like it all printed out, get on my email list. There's a link in the description. So now I'm just going to grab this, what is it? Very vanilla and black checkered ribbon, which I just think is so cute. And just cut just the tiniest little piece like this. And then grab yourself a couple pieces of tape. And so actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the tape. Oh my goodness, I'm having problems. I'm going to put the tape on either end of this just because it's so short. It doesn't really bend very well. So then I can place this on my card, decide exactly where I want it, and then wrap it around, and that tape is going to be stuck on the back there like that. Now I'm just going to put Stampin' Dimensionals all over the back of this because I want this panel to just be popped up on the front of the card. This is optional, but it does make it look really cool. I like to use the end of the take your pick tool to just take off these little backings here. They just pop right off once you get the hang of it. And then grab your take your pick tool and just get a little heart here. And then you can use a little mini Stampin' Dimensional, but I just cut one of these in half, and I'm going to put it on the back of this little heart. I'm going to wrap it around, and if it's sticking out from your heart, just kind of push it under there. And then put that right on top of that ribbon just for that little delicate touch. And then we're going to put one on the inside, and just with a little bit of glue. You just need a little tiny dot of glue, not very much, and just set that right in there. And we've got our first card. Now for our next card, grab one of the larger printed sayings. And one tip I noticed, because this is a new stamp set and the stamps are they're super clean, sometimes the ink doesn't stick to them very well. So I like to rub it on my jeans or on a cotton shirt just to get rough them up just the littlest bit, and then they really hold the ink so much better. So now I could see that was not totally inked up when I looked through. That's one nice thing about the photopolymer stamps. And now you're just going to put this in the top left corner of your piece of paper here. The measurements are on my website. So that's all we need for the front of the card. And now we'll put something on the inside. I'm going to put this dainty little heart right here. And then do To My Valentine. Now I'm just going to quickly glue the layers on. Now just grab another card out of that note card pack and glue this stuff to the inside. Now, before you glue this on the outside, let's add some ribbon in the same manner that we did on the other card. So like I said at the beginning of the video, now is the time that Sale-a-bration starts with Stampin' Up. You can get something free products for every $50 order, and that is on top of, if you use my host code when you shop, you get Sunny points towards a free stamp set with every $50 order. You get one point, and when you get 5, I buy you a stamp set, so you can really rack up the rewards. So now just pick one of these hearts that you cut out at the beginning and put some Stampin' Dimensionals on there. I do want to show you, I mean, you can use either side of these, whether they're either way they're indented, they're gorgeous. And just place that right here, and then grab another one, and we're going to glue that to the back of the card. All right, there's our second card. Okay, I saved my favorite card for last. This is definitely like the more edgy to have like a full black piece on the front, but I think it looks so cool, especially when you emboss that front piece. So take your front piece and decide where you want it. You can see through this embossing folder, so you can line up where you want those hearts to be. It's my favorite part. I love looking at these. Check that out. Doesn't that black look amazing embossed? I think it looks so awesome. So now you'll notice we've got a very vanilla layer underneath, but we also have very vanilla cutout pieces, and that means we get to save paper. So that layer, we are going to cut out the heart and that banner from this piece right now, and then it'll be hidden underneath that black embossed piece, and nobody will ever know. So now you want to strategically place those pieces so that they're not along the edge. Now we're just using those same 2 colors that we have been using, just red and black, to seize. These words, "just for you," fit perfectly in this waving banner. And now this is the inside of the card, so we'll throw just a little "I adore you" on the inside. So while we're here for the inside of this card, we're going to grab this little outline heart and just add just a little touch of glue. You don't need much because you don't want it to squish out. Oh, I put that on there slantwise. There, isn't that so cute? All right, you can see I put a little glue on there and I didn't get it on right the first time, so I'm going to squish it onto my craft mat here, my silicone craft mat, and so some of the glue is going to come off there. That's exactly what I want, except for when I put my paper directly on the glue. Julie Baca! Okay, and then I'm just going to let that dry before I go sticking inside the card. So now for this one, when you add the ribbon, add it to the black piece, just to be a little bit different, and then add it right here where it's flat in between those large hearts, kind of in the upper third of the card, and then we'll glue it onto this piece here. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to glue that onto my card base just because of these holes. I know I'm going to get glue everywhere if I do it the other way around. So now we just add glue to the back of that, cover up our cut out pieces here, and then we'll just add some Stampin' Dimensionals to the back of our little pieces. And believe it or not, these Stampin' Dimensionals fit on this skinny banner. If you turn them the right way, you have to strategically use your dimensionals. They've got the hexagon shape. So I don't know, they fit just like brilliantly on little things. So that's just those dimensionals just allow those things to be popped up just the littlest bit. And man, check that out. I just love, love, love that embossing. Okay, so we'll throw this on the inside, and then we'll pick one of those little baby hearts to put on the back of the card. So now we'll just take that heart and stick it right on the back there. I love just putting a little something, something on the back. So remember, these note cards and envelopes come with envelopes. It's in the name. So we are going to decorate these. So for this one, because it's got this large heart on the front of the card, we're just going to make a seal for this envelope. And just by putting a little glue here and here, we're going to stick it just to the top of the envelope because we got to be able to open it. And then when you go to mail it, you can put a little glue here. Another option is to use just a little sliver of tear and tape here. If you do this ahead of time, then when you go to mail your envelope, you peel that off and stick it so you don't have to go looking for your glue when you want to mail your card. So here's our little set. So cute. Option number 2 is to grab a little scrap of sweet sorbet, line it up with the hearts on your, actually, no, the envelope's going to go this way. So I'm going to put the hearts this way and then run it through your machine. Now take your envelope and fold it first. And then we're going to glue this piece onto the envelope flap. Now line this up with that score line. Don't extend past it, but you want to align it up right on there. Press it down. I like to flip mine over and use my bone folder to squish that glue around and make sure that's nice and straight. And then just cut it off. So this goes perfectly with this cute set. Now to make a matching envelope for my favorite card, we're actually going to grab a stamp out of that stamp set and just stamp it repeatedly on a little strip of paper. And I can't remember if I said, but I do have the measurement for this on the blog post and in the project sheet. So you're just rotating this flower around so that it's not all going the same direction. Then we're going to do the same thing we did with that other envelope. Now over on my blog post, along with all the measurements, you're going to be able to see photos of all of these so you can copy them completely. I mean, if you want your cards to look just like mine, I have the full list of supplies there, and you can purchase the supplies right from there. Look at this. Look at this. It's my absolute favorite. Isn't that just so dainty, contrasted by that dark black front? If you have any questions about Sale-a-bration, which is Stampin' Up's biggest promotion, on how to get the most of it, leave me a comment. I am happy to help you out. One of the best things to do during Sale-a-bration is to join Stampin' Up. They've got a great join bonus where you can get this cool glass mat studio thing. All the details I'm going to link in the description, but if you have any questions about that, man, let me know. I'd love for you to join my team. You don't have to demonstrate anything. You can be your only customer. Honestly, most of the people on my team and most people who join Stampin' Up do it just for their personal discount. But if you want to make it a business, you can do that also, and I am here to help you. So yeah, leave me comments if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching today. Have a sunny day.